Hey, what is going on, everybody out there? This is Jakejames Lugo. Welcome to the channel and welcome to a brand new episode of JJ's One Man Podcast. Again, it's been a hot minute since I did one of these episodes, but today I actually felt like talking about some PlayStation 5 stuff. It's just like one of those things where you kind of get inspiration to discuss a topic. It's one of those things you can't really force. So when I have something to say or when I don't have something to say, I'll just either not say anything or just wait on it, see if anything like simmers, or when that inspiration finally hits, then I'll get on the mic and start talking. So funny enough, right? I wanted to talk about PlayStation 5 because not too long from now, actually was confirmed as of yesterday when I'm recording this, June 3rd is when we're going to get a PS5 event. And a couple different places are confirming this, or at least sourcing different similar sources from people that they've spoken to, including Bloomberg, VentureBeat, and a few others. Now, granted, there's been a lot of stuff going on with the pandemic that's been happening still. Obviously, we're going to be here for quite a long time. However, that doesn't mean that events, digital events specifically, are not going to stop happening. Okay, they're actually still going to be able to release different types of news, especially in the gaming world, where brand new stuff is going to be revealed for later on in the year. Obviously, bigger and better releases incoming in like various different forms. But PS5, being one of the big consoles that are going to probably be coming out towards the end of this year into next year, it's a very big deal. And one of the things with PlayStation 5 specifically is that we haven't seen the console yet. We've only seen the DualSense controller, which is the DualShock 5. It's pretty much the DualShock 5 for the most part. Obviously, there's other things that go along with it. They're calling it the DualSense, but we haven't seen the console proper yet. We've seen Xbox Series X and had that whole event that talked a little bit about what the capabilities of the console were, as well as also some of the third-party games that we're really going to be kind of supposedly supposed to be getting excited about. But they're going to have another event, I believe, in July to reveal some more games, possibly Halo Infinite, which is a big one. A lot of people were surprised at the last event we didn't get any Halo details, but either way, we're talking PlayStation right now. So what do I want to see happen with this PlayStation 5 event? Now, for me personally, I want to see the console. I think it's about time that we actually looked at the console hardware itself. We actually get a good look at it. I'm pretty sure by this time they have the final design. I'm pretty sure they already have like a mock-up or at least a unit that they could put on display for a lot of people, or maybe even a sizzle reel, a teaser trailer for the most part. But I do want to see the console. I want to see it next to the controller and see what this looks like. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be white, kind of like the DualSense controller. That would make a lot of sense aesthetically anyway, or at least by design. And I'm hoping that there is alternate versions of the console and the controller itself. So maybe they got a white and a black design. Maybe down the line they'll probably provide even more. That'll be kind of interesting. It's worked with the Nintendo Switch where we had variant colors of the controller, or the Joy-Con controllers, I should say. And we still have our alternates with the DualShock 4 on PlayStation 4. But I at least want a couple SKUs, maybe at least two different SKUs of the PS5, with the color and just overall look of the actual console. And the other thing I do want that I think is also important, I want to have at least one game that's confirmed to be released around the same time that PlayStation 5 is on the market. At least, that day one type of release. What game are you going to be playing on your PlayStation 5? Now, that could be any game right now. I mean, we've seen a couple PlayStation 5 games, or at least one or two PlayStation 5 games that are confirmed going to come to the console that are exclusively PlayStation 5 games. The rest of the games are either PlayStation 4 and PS5 or multiple consoles, from what I've seen at various different events between the Game Awards stuff, between the Summer Games Festival stuff, and a few other events, including Microsoft and others here and there. So, what games can that be? I really have no idea. I would assume, or at least I would be, if I was a betting man, I would say like, okay, maybe The Last of Us Part 2, you'll be able to play it on PlayStation 5, or at least have a PS5 version available on day one for that game. Same thing with Ghost of Tsushima. Now, that being said, I do feel like eventually those games will get their ports to PS5, and you're still going to have your PlayStation 4 versions on the market. I don't think those are going away anytime soon. It's interesting that now we're still going to get those released games on the PlayStation 4 well in advance before PS5 comes out. Granted that the console kind of got delayed, at least, again, coming out at the end of this year into next year and stuff. But I want to know, what is the first true PlayStation 5 game you're going to be able to play with this console on day one? And I think that's a question a lot of people are wondering right now, and I don't think anybody has any solid answers, at least for the current moment. Now, as far as any other surprises at this event, I don't think we're going to get any other big game reveals. A lot of people are saying that the Batman game, the next Arkham game from Rocksteady, is probably going to be revealed because they've been teasing that for a hot minute. But I honestly don't think that's a PlayStation 5 game. Maybe it's a multi-platform game on PS5 and PS4 and Xbox One and Xbox Series X, but I don't think that's the right spot that you get that type of reveal. I feel like that'll come much later on, maybe during like a Summer's Game Festival type of thing or anything else, maybe one of Rocksteady's own streams or WB's own streams. But as far as a PS5 event, nah. If there's going to be any sort of big game reveal, like, unveiled for the first time as a world premiere or an announcement, it's going to be a Sony first party, more than likely anyway. It'd be interesting to see if we get a chance to at least get some insight on what Guerrilla Games is working on, maybe a tease for Horizon Zero Dawn 2. Because all this other stuff, again, the big games that we know of are right around the corner. Last of Us Part 2 is like right around the corner, and Ghost of Tsushima is about 2 months out. So, I mean, we already know those games are coming. But as far as anything else brand new and anything else like, spectacularly like big stuff, I really don't think you're going to get that, honestly. So, anyway, those are just my thoughts, my predictions, just overall, spitballing ideas about what can happen at this PlayStation 5 event, what's going to go down with the PlayStation 5 once we finally see this event from Sony. Let me know what you guys think about this down below in the comment section. Tell me, are you excited for PS5? Are you not excited for PS5? Are you picking up the console day one? Because I know I'm not, and I know a lot of other people that are going to wait this one out. Not even like getting caught up on like the price and stuff. It's more along the lines where there's always like some sort of issue with new hardware when it comes out. So a lot of people tend to wait maybe about a couple months, if not half a year, especially when those discounts hit. Once those discounts hit, you're going to see a lot of people start picking up the console. But let me know about that down below in the comments. Don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're still on the road, hopefully, to 10K subscribers this year, trying to bust ass in order to make a lot of content so you guys can enjoy it. I will talk to all of you again very soon. Peace out. And stay epic, everybody.